Well, it's basketball, so you have to get the basket, you have to beat the ball in the basket, and you have to prevent the other team from getting their ball in the basket, and then that's how we win the game. And then after, they're like, so how'd you win that game? Well, we got the ball in the basket, and we prevented the other team from getting their ball in their basket, and that's how we won the game. And then I'm also just always so shocked when the sportscasters are like interviewing these Adonises who are like really big and going, why did you let the guy hit you in the face 5 times in round 5? I'm like, okay, you have a pencil neck and this guy is bruised and angry. I don't know. I'd be like, yeah, you did such a good job. Everyone's a winner. If I was announcing scores at a boxing match, I'd be like, it's a tie every time. You guys are equally gonna kill me. I don't know why they're the bravest people in the world. But it's like a super weird job. I work at the same company as my dad. He sometimes likes to surprise me with dinner, and it's always on softcore porn night. And he can't say anything but good job. I'm literally not allowed to look away from the screen. Like, I have to make sure that every single frame of a film is like perfect. I'm not allowed to blink at work, basically. I'm like, and I watch a lot of horror movies, and it is not professional to scream at the top of your lungs during, I still work in an office. So I'm watching Sophie's Choice, and like a single Indian tear is rolling down my face, and I'm like, oh, Meryl Streep did such a good job. Her kids are dying, the Nazis, and I'm just like, yeah, captions are accurate, I'm sure. I don't know. I was fucking weeping through the entire second act. I think about movies a lot. Like, it's my job. It's what I want to be doing eventually. And I'm realizing like all of the roles I want to play are in movies that have already happened, but we're having like this big renaissance of remakes happening right now, so I'm like, oh, I can get on that. And then all of the movies I want to be made would not work with me in them. It's either the time has passed or whatever. I would love to be in a remake of The Breakfast Club. Everybody love The Breakfast? Yeah. Everybody's a jock or a princess or the black friend. That could be the next thing, right? For sure. Bring it into 2017. But I was thinking about it, and Anthony Michael Hall's character had a gun in his locker and got detention. I don't think that stands anymore. What were you guys doing in the 80s? I know it was a flare gun, but disturbed loner, you find gun in his locker. Yeah, send him to detention. Let him make friends. I don't know about that one. Another movie I would love to do an all-female cast remake of The Hangover. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's fun and goofy if a group of guy friends, one of your guy friends roofies all your guy friends. If Amber roofies all of the girls, and then one of us is missing the next morning, that's more of a Taken situation than a fun, you wake up and they're whoa, we must have went to the strip club last night. We're waking up and I'm like, where are my pants? I am naked and alone. Yeah, this got real dark. Sorry, guys. Let's reverse out of that joke because it got super unhappy. So I'm very single right now and I'm enjoying it. I'm casually dating multiple people for the first time in my life. I'm having a good, I'm living La Vida Loca. I date people. I know that last thing I said sounds like I've never dated anyone before, but I'm a little smoother in person. I'm not. But I'm dating interracially and in my race at the same time, and I'm realizing there's very stark differences. I can do BDSM stuff with my black guys, and then with white guys, I'm this is getting a little 12 years of slavery, isn't it? It's not cool to say master to a white male during sex. It's kind of weird, and I don't like how much you're enjoying it. Right? It's a little weird. And then there's a bunch of white privilege that I feel like white privilege is a real thing, whatever, but there's it's weird stuff that you wouldn't think of, nude bodysuits. Not news for me, okay? I don't know, like, your skin tone is base level nude. My base level nude skin is, I buy brown bodysuits. Like, that's nude for me. Like, you guys, you can sing Britney Spears' I'm a Slave for You in front of anybody and not be like, oh, what are the connotations here? And when I was little, I was 100% convinced that Duck Duck Goose was something white people made up just to touch my hair. Like, do you guys really just play that by yourself? Let me know after the show. That's my time. Thanks, guys.
One more time for Tracy McClellan, everybody. And let's just keep that energy going. We got a real treat from San Francisco, David Roth, everybody. Hey, this is nice. Wow, New York City. I recently turned 36, just last Saturday. I was thinking about like my proudest moment ever. I hooked up with 2 women in college named Esther in 1 semester. The Czech Republic is not impressed. Do you know how hard it is to find even one Esther that is sexually active? I found 2 of them. I found all of them. I'm recently divorced. I know, who divorced this, right? Jessica, that's who. You can actually follow my alimony on her Instagram. It is currently in Bali on a yoga retreat. But you know what, like, I'm kind of glad that some of my money is having fun, I honestly am. Because the money in my personal bank account is bored as fuck. It's like, ooh, I'm in David Roth's account. What am I gonna become? Rent or hummus? Here's a sign that your marriage is going to shit, is if your spouse buys you a book called Cockfidence. Are you skeptical? All the way from San Francisco, sir. Cockfidence is real, okay? It's a real book. Yeah, I marked it up real good. I study hard at driving women wild. Chapter 1 of Cockfidence, guys, is breathe from your cock. That's been my problem this whole time. All my breathing has been lung-based like an idiot. So I was trying to be a good husband. One night, while breathing from my cock, I put a condom on, nearly suffocated. You guys kind of seem like a first-class crowd. If you're on one of those airplanes and there's like a drop in cabin pressure, put the oxygen mask over your cock before putting it over the cock of the child. I'm just trying to be helpful. My favorite part about this book is written by 2 women. Danielle and Celeste are telling me to breathe through my cock. If you guys are wondering what I'm up to later, I am penning my own masterpiece, Confidence. Part of my series on literature. You know what? It's a free comedy show. You're getting 2 vagina puns in a row. Fuck you. This book, it teaches you these like really dominating behaviors like spanking and choking, hair pulling, or whatever kind of shit that just happened to our last comic. What it doesn't teach you is when you're doing those things, like what your facial expression should be. Because like we're not all naturals. Like I tried the spanking thing one night. There I was in the bedroom with the wife at the time, spanking away like a do. And we had like a full-length mirror. And she looks back and sees me, and I'm just like. She like turns around. She's like, David, I don't think you're spanking me from a place of truth. I'm like, yeah, I'm learning how to fuck from a book you got me for Hanukkah. I don't know. I don't know what you're expecting. I tried the whole choking thing. That is advanced confidence. Basically, like, I put my thumb and my forefinger, like, up to her neck and applied some pressure. And I saw her eyes roll back a little bit. Like, I saw the whites of her eyes. And then I passed out. I feel like you're ready for, like, a change of material. Fine, ma'am. I'm a crowd pleaser. I was helping out my nephew with some math homework. That's fun and relatable, right, New York? Do you guys, like, remember word problems back in 6th grade? This one was like, Carlos traded 90 mangoes to Maria for 3 donkeys. How many mangoes is each donkey worth? My nephews live in Milwaukee in the year 2017. Why are they learning to barter in the 1850s Pueblo? And who is writing these? Someone's like, how can I make 90 divided by 3 racist? Do you think that in Mexico they have like white people in their word problems? Is Mexican math homework like, Preston's mom PayPal'd him $500 for an iPad that costs $3.99? If tax is 9%, can he afford Apple Care? Man, yeah, life is great. I've been, that was convincing, David. I'm doing fine. I've also been spending some time with my dad. He recently got forced into retirement, and like, I don't know, a week later, he brought home a pair of Walmart brand signature jeans. I don't feel like anyone here is familiar with their brand name. It's called Faded Glory. That's Walmart's branded jeans. It's so sad. If you're gonna name your jeans Faded Glory, you might as well name them Unfuckables, you know? Like, sir, can I interest you in a pair of Unfuckables? Do you got them in a 48-30? Sir, that's the only size we have. I had my first ever experience with a Jewish stripper. That was fun. Good for me, right? I didn't even know they made those. Right here in New York City. Jewish stripper. Yeah, I sort of walked into the club and she sort of looked my way from across the room. We made nose contact. And then she sort of comes over. Oh my God, anti-Semite. She sort of leans in. She's like, so, my name's not actually Raquel. It's Rachel. And then I came. I just... 5,000 years of history just shot out of me. Here's what Rachel was into. She liked this. In her G-string, I put a $5 bill. Not bad. What she did not like was when I got changed. Alright guys, I've been David.
David Roth, everybody, one more time. We want to do a quick little housekeeping. Is anyone hard up for a drink? Does anyone not want to get up and we got Jill, Jeffrey, and I will start doing it. We'll do a quick order here real quick. Anyone? Raise your hand, raise your hand.
Can I get for you?
Anybody on this side? You guys all good? Sober? Drunk? Got it.